The Uncharted series is well known for being one of the most cinematic franchises of all time, and finally, you're going to get to enjoy it in full PS5 glory. I'm AJ, this is 128KB, and make sure you're subscribed for all the latest gaming news. By cinematic, we don't mean that in a derogatory way, we mean it in a good way, and not in one of those quick time event filled gameplay ways like so many other games that claim to be cinematic experiences are. Uncharted is and has always been the real deal. It is an adventure game up there with the level of Indiana Jones. And that's what makes Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection such an exciting proposition. And now that it's coming to PS5, are we going to get to enjoy these games in the best way possible? Just by hearing the title Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, you'd think that it's something a bit like Metal Gear Solid's Legacy Collection, a whole collection of games to embrace the entire story of the franchise. But Uncharted decided to go in a different direction, instead giving us more of a dual pack of games. Included in this are the Uncharted 4 A Thief's End and the spin-off from the main story, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, both remastered especially for the PlayStation 5. If you're lucky enough to already own one of these two games, you can just upgrade them for an additional $10. That is, unless you obtained Uncharted 4 through the PS Plus service. If that's your case, unfortunately, you're going to have to pay full price for the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. But this is more than just an upgraded version. This collection is not just a port of the games to run natively on PS5. Instead, it is a fully real remastered version of these two games. And that means there are some real upgrades and, of course, changes that have been done, such as the removal of multiplayer mode. However, there are plenty of upgrades to enjoy in these games too. Now you'll be able to experience all the sensation of the game thanks to the integration of the DualSense haptic feedback features, making the gameplay much more intense and immersive. The integration of PS5's 3D audio makes the game a much more cinematic experience, and of course we have the very much reduced loading times. The developers have also introduced 3 different selectable graphic modes to affect how the game looks and performs. We have high fidelity mode, which uses a native 4K resolution and aims for around a 30 FPS throughout most of the game. We have performance mode, which gives it a kind of a PS4 look, but aims for a 60 FPS consistently through the game. And finally, we have performance mode plus. This lowers the resolution down to 1080p, but performs at an amazing 120 FPS. Perfect if you have a high refresh rate screen. This is a collection of the latest 2 games in the Uncharted franchise. And even though Uncharted 4 is an absolutely incredible title, Uncharted Lost Legacy is a little more controversial. Being a spin-off of the main story in the franchise, it's not easy to have the same love for this game as the one that has served as a goodbye for the already beloved characters. However, these 2 games are solid titles, and with this upgrade, they are definitely worth playing again. And if you haven't played them yet, then you should definitely reach for this release. This dual pack has a release date of January the 28th and is also supposed to come to PC later in the year, making this the first time that Uncharted will be playable on a PC. So if you're a fan of this series of games or just action-adventure games in general, definitely look out for Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection coming later this month. I'm AJ, this has been 128KB. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more gaming related updates, and we'll see you next time.